Now we're going to set up the X guard from that double under position. And it's going to work the same way as we did off the single underhook and pants. I'm going to kick my leg through, kind of turn him a little bit, isolate that leg, and I'm going to lift him up. And today we're going to do a different finish. We did the technical stand-up a lot already, and so now we're going to change it up a little bit in case the guy is very flexible and I'm not able to hit that technical stand-up sweep. So the way it works is I'm going to be here, and I'm going to lift him. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to adjust my hands right here. I'm going to kick my leg through, and I'm going to push him this way as I bring my leg up, just like that. So I have that same position we talked about earlier. My knee is blocking his hip. I'm squeezing here so he can't turn and face me, and I'm using my hands to kind of direct him and keep him away here so that I isolate this leg. Once the leg is starting to get isolated, I'm going to scoop it up. I'm going to bring it to my shoulder. Now this finish is going to work best when he's on 2 feet. A lot of guys here feel more comfortable by standing. So once I get here, they stand up. So what's going to happen is I'm able to knock his hands to the floor, but for the sake of changing up a little bit and giving you more options, sometimes the guy is really flexible and he can almost do the splits. So I'm not going to be able to, that technical stand-up is going to be a little bit hard. But what I can do now, because he's kind of stuck, is I'm going to spin behind him and I'm going to knock him down and go for his back. So what I want to do is when I realize I can't sweep, put my hand here and here, I'm going to pass it over my head as this knee is going to slide inside. Here. So if we can just turn a little bit, you can pull me around. So here I am, just like this. There's different finishes when I get to this position. I'm going to do the one I like the most. I'm going to control the ankles, and I'm going to use my feet, my knees to push him forward, kind of flattening him a little bit. He may still walk on his hands, that's fine. Like this. Now, once I get here, I'm going to catch my grip on his pants. Okay? I'm going to take one hook out, and I'm going to push him a little bit more forward, and now I'm going to pull myself up this way. So I never let go of his pants so he can't, escape away from me. And then I'm looking to get on his back here. Depending on how he reacts, I'll put my hook in, 1, 2, right there. So a lot of guys like to flip the person. I like catching the ankle. I think it has more control because when I'm reaching for the person's belt or his hips, I find that sometimes they spin away. But when I have the ankles, they may spin and give me the sweep instead of taking their back, but they don't get away from me. So I feel like my scoring percentage or my positional improvement percentage is higher when I go for that particular position. So again, so I'm here, I'm going to lift him up, hands in the armpits, I'm going to kick and push at the same time. Right here, going to the side. Bringing this knee up and bringing this knee across the hip here. Coasting this way. So again, I'm isolating that leg. The more I can push his body this way, the more this leg gets isolated. The more Stefan can turn and face me, the harder it is to get that leg. So I really want to make sure I keep this arm stiff-armed here. Now I'm going to scoop the leg up, putting it on my shoulder, and as I start moving, he raises up. So that's the time to hit this. When he's on 2 feet, and I'm not able to hit that tech stand sweep, either because he's too flexible or he's just basing in a very good way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass his leg over my head. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to pass it over, sliding my knee. Look, I already make a connection there, and I go right here. And I'm going to push with my knees this way. Follow him up. I have his pants. I'll put one foot to stretch him out a little bit more, and then I'll pull myself up this way. And then again, I'm looking to go to his back the easiest way possible. So there we have the X-guard position from all three, actually 4 of our control positions. So no matter where we're at, if we're in an open guard situation, we're going to find our way into the X-guard. So we're going to maximize our ability to apply that technique. And I think that's valuable not just in a competition setting, but in a training setting, self-defense, I mean, whatever the setting is, you want to get the most mileage out of the techniques that you're using.